So the mid-range Samsung devices continue to grow rapidly with stunning devices that will urge you to bring out your wallet and smack one in a hurry. The Samsung Galaxy A71 is that device you cannot kick aside due to its striking looks and features that Samsung has packed inside, which might give other devices in its class a run for what they offer. Hey, what's going on guys, First Tech Up here. So in today's video, I'm going to review the Samsung Galaxy A71 and give you guys my honest thoughts, what I think about it, mention some of its rivals so to help you make that purchase decision. But before I begin, please kindly hit on the subscribe button to join this awesome family and turn on your post notification so you get alerted when I post a new video. So right after the bat, let's talk about the design because it is one of the things that makes the A71 seem special. So the Samsung Galaxy A71 got a few tricks up its sleeve when it comes to some design elements and features, especially when compared to its predecessor, the Galaxy A70. The number one thing being the display. The punch hole display makes it look a lot like the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. The device is made out of plastic, which Samsung calls glassic. To be frank with you guys, I think I prefer this type of material over a device with a glass back any day. Though glass might make it feel more premium and expensive, but then you stand the risk of accidental crack when the device drops, and sometimes replacing it might be a little expensive. Speaking of expensive, the Samsung Galaxy A71 feels like an expensive device, which it is. It feels premium, but certainly not the type you get from the flagship models. What I have here is called Prism Crush Silver, and you can see some prism style thing going on. It looks beautiful and very attractive. I'll say I am super impressed with the design and the build quality here. It weighs about 179 grams, which is a lot lighter than the A70. In my opinion, I think it feels light and nice to hold, which is one of the things we expect from a premium device. On the right side of the device, we've got the power button and the volume rocker keys. I like how clicky and satisfying it clicks. On the left side, we've got the SIM slot that contains a dual nano SIM and a micro SD card slot. At the bottom, we've got a headphone jack, a USB Type-C charging port, a microphone, and a speaker grill. On top, there's another microphone. At the rear, houses a quad camera setup with a single flash and the Samsung branding. So just like the Samsung Galaxy A51 I just reviewed recently, if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll leave the link in the description box below so you can go check it out. The display is one of the A71's strong selling points, and I want to tell you that it looks amazing. It is fantastic. The Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display is very sharp with good colors and contrasts. In most cases, it rivals its flagship brothers. Apart from the fact that its flagship series comes with a much higher resolution, I can boldly say in most cases they look almost the same. It's a massive 6.7-inch Super AMOLED display with a 1080 by 2400 pixels in a tall 20 by 9 aspect ratio with a 393 pixels per inch density. That's basically what you get in the A70 aside the punch hole display. Watching YouTube videos on this guy is super pleasing because of how immersive everything appears on the display. Sometimes you might even forget the small cut in the display, and believe me, it is that good. So when you open the box, it's a typical Samsung box. You get the device placed on top and it's wrapped with a plastic that carries basic info about the device. Moving on, you get a 25 watts fast charger, which is another reason the A71 is such a compelling device. You get a USB Type-C to C charging cable and the earpiece. So flipping the box over reveals a gift box that contains a quick start guide, user manual, and the SIM ejector tool, and that's pretty much it inside the box. Okay, so on the spec sheet, the A71 packs a Snapdragon 730 octa-core CPU that is clocked at 2.2 GHz for the first 2 cores and a 1.8 GHz for the remaining 6 cores. It runs on a Qualcomm 8nm processing platform that should offer improvement in performance and offers good battery life. A 6GB of RAM, a 128GB of internal storage, Samsung One UI 2.0 on top of Android 10, and a decent 4500 mAh battery. I feel at this price and what the competition has to offer, the price could have been a little bit competitive, but we'll get to that in a second. Coming from the A70, the spec on paper shows significant upgrade, and in so many ways it shows it is a much capable device that will impress anyone who touches it. When it comes to performance, day-to-day usage, it is fast and responsive. Playing games, launching apps, and general multitasking performs very well. Like, there's no performance drop at all, not even a single lag. It is super smooth. Anything I open on it just flies. Playing heavy titles like PUBG and other CPU demanding games on high settings perform quite impressive. I played PUBG on high graphics settings and it handled it like a charm. However, the device gets warm during gameplay, but it was not hot. Basic tasks like browsing the web, light gaming, navigating through social sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram run smoothly on this device. I know One UI might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it continues to get better and better as Samsung keeps on improving and adding new features, and version 2.0 here is no exception. The H panels bring some new additional features that seems interesting too. The overall user interface is just great. It is decent with very minimal bloatware and it is not intrusive. It feels polished and it shows the effort Samsung has put in place to make sure we have similar experience across the board. The A71 comes with an in-display fingerprint scanner just as the A70. It is decent and it is a little faster than what we have on the A51. It is not as fast as a physical fingerprint scanner, but then I am ready to embrace the feature. I believe with time it will get better. First unlock is fast, though not as secure as the fingerprint scanner. It is there if you just prefer such unlocking method, but then I would advise you to lean towards the fingerprint option. The Samsung Galaxy A71 packs an impressive 4000 mAh battery and it is very okay. No matter how you use it, you will still be left with some juice at the end of the day. On basic usage, it should be able to last for a day and a half, if not more. When it's time to juice it up, charging it with the included 25-watt charger took about 1 hour 45 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%. The Samsung Galaxy A71 has a down-firing speaker, and with that, when you're playing games, you can unintentionally block the sound that comes out of it. Speaking of the sound that comes out of it, here's what it sounds like. About the camera, the A71 stepped up its game here by employing a quad camera setup behind, which is a whopping 64 megapixels main camera with an aperture of f1.8, a 12 megapixels f2.2 ultra wide camera, a 5 megapixels f2.4 macro lens for close-up shots, and a 5 megapixels f2.2 camera for depth sensing. On the front side, it offers a 32 megapixels f2.2 selfie camera in that tiny punch-hole display. So the Samsung Galaxy A71 continues to impress. It takes pretty looking images when there's plenty of light. You're going to get sharp and defined details with pretty accurate colors. High dynamic range looks good and the overall image looks bright and sharp. But as a mid-range device, you don't expect it to be like the flagship models. There are some trade-offs to be made in certain areas. Portrait shots are okay and edge detection is okay. Not fantastic, but it is great and it works reasonably well. The A71 is capable of taking night photography as well. However, night modes drop the resolution down to 12 megapixels, which helps in restoring blown up highlights and allows to pop more details in the shadows. Ultra-wide shots are not bad at all. Sure, they are not as detailed as the regular one. In most cases, they appear darker too. Night mode is also available for the ultra-wide camera, which is a welcome feature for a mid-range device. Selfie on the other hand is quite decent as well. It is sharp with good details and the overall image quality is what you will expect from this type of device. And I would say I am very impressed with the results here. Okay, so the Samsung Galaxy A71 shoots video in 4K resolution at 30 frames per second or 1080p resolution up to 240 frames per second. Video recording at 4K lacks video stabilization. However, 1080p video has video stabilization and it is very impressive. I like how sharp the footage looks, the detail is more than enough, dynamic range is very decent and the contrast and colors are great. Overall, I would say it is very okay. So, this is basically what it looks like to shoot a video using the front-facing camera on the Samsung Galaxy A71. As you can see here, it's doing a pretty good job. I like how the skin tone appears. I like the high dynamic range. The background is not overexposed. It is clear. Everything comes out visibly well. Yeah, it's okay. Do let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. So what are the pros here? I would say performance is super snappy without any lags. Images taken in daylight offers good quality from all the cameras, and low light photography is decent as well. The Super AMOLED display is super bright and with good colors. I like the fact that the battery life is great with support for fast charging, and One UI 2.0 on top of Android 10 is a blessing out of the box. So what are the things I dislike about the A71? Number one, the macro camera is uninspiring and sometimes I feel you should just forget about it. Secondly is the price. I believe it is too expensive. And thirdly, no video stabilization in 4K. So that is it guys. The Samsung Galaxy A71 is a decent upgrade from the Samsung Galaxy A70 in so many ways. The awesome screen, the upgrade in cameras, performance and overall looks. But the competition is catching up very closely and it might sometimes feels like their offering offers better value than the Samsung offering when it comes to the price. At $450 US or 145,000 Naira, it might make you want to consider a valuable alternative that offers similar specification at a reduced rate. Like the Xiaomi Redmi K30, which is reasonably priced a little above $300 US. Or last year Mi 90, which is well below $300 US, or the very own Samsung Galaxy A70, which was my favorite smartphone of the year 2019. With all of these, it makes the Samsung Galaxy A71 a difficult one to recommend. But then Samsung is a premium brand and with that comes with a price tag. So you either decide if you want a modest device that has the backing of a tech giant that ensures timely updates, or you go with the Chinese offering. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section below. Let's discuss. Follow me up on Twitter and Instagram to see more stuff about me. Like and share this video to help someone make a purchase decision. Links to all the devices mentioned above will be in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching and I'll talk to you in the next one.